Hello Earthlings, this is the screen part of Pages and Screen, and today we're not going to talk about movies. Today we're going to talk about TV shows. My life is pretty busy right now because I'm playing viola in Twelfth Night in an amateur production, and opening night is in 9 days. Basically I'm rehearsing all the time at the moment, and I didn't make it to the cinema once in the last 2 weeks, which is a shame. But I watched some really cool shows and you're going to hear about those instead. Before we start, 2 shows that I really love and follow and watch all the time are Sherlock and Doctor Who. You might have noticed that already in my last video.
You would make a good Dalek.
But those 2 are pretty popular, so I don't want to bore you with fangirling. Although if you're interested in that, tell me in the comments. Another series that I love is Black Books. Every 6 months or so, I get this craving to watch all 3 seasons again. And it's still funny every time. If you don't know Black Books, watch it now. Well, now as in after the video, of course. Now for the shows that I actually want to talk about. Fargo and Penny Dreadful. Let's start with Fargo. What happens in one Sherlock Holmes quote? There's a scarlet thread of murder running through the colourless skein of life. Have you noticed my recent obsession with brutal murder in snowy landscapes yet? Well, this is another one of those. Probably even the best one. The first episode starts with Lester Nygaard meeting old high school bully Sam Hess. Sam threatens him, Lester hurts himself and ends up in hospital. There he sits next to Lorne Malvo, who suggests that he could kill Sam Hess for him. He only has to say yes. Fargo is so clever. One of my favourite things about it is the use of sound. For example, at one point Lester is fighting over the broken washing machine with his wife. And the broken washing machine makes a certain noise. Even episodes later, you will hear this sound in the background when Lester is angry. Mwah. Fargo is tense. My eyes were practically glued to the screen most of the time. Somehow I found myself rooting for both sides, for Lester and for Deputy Molly Solverson. I'm not going to tell you what Lester did, but I shouldn't be rooting for him. By the way, the characters and actors are amazing. I'm a huge fan of Martin Freeman anyway, but his performance as Lester Nygaard is just astonishing. Also, I really hope I get to see more of Alison Tolman in the future, and I hope that her characters are going to be as complex as Molly Solverson. You should absolutely take a look at Fargo. It wins all the awards. There are 10 episodes. Each of those is 1 hour long. And the series finale was last week, so no waiting between episodes anymore. Moving on to Penny Dreadful. What happens in one sentence? The League of Extraordinary Gothic Monsters. I started watching this because I love the Victorian era and I love the idea of bringing some of the cool stuff that was created during that time together. This show has Victor Frankenstein, Dorian Gray, Mina Murray, Van Helsing, and some really cool original characters. What I really like about Penny Dreadful is that it leaves a lot about its characters in the dark, which is why a whole episode of backstory for Vanessa Ives is really worth the time, and she's still a bit of a mystery. So if you like shows with a darker tone and want to think about what makes a monster, take a look at Penny Dreadful. 7 out of 8 episodes have aired so far. They're 60 minutes long and the series finale is next week. This show wins the award for A Kiss. A Kiss I'm not going to talk about because spoilers. So that's it for today. I hope I'll get to watch some movies in the next 2 weeks, otherwise I'm going to have to make something up. Suggestions in the comments please. If you enjoyed the video, give us a thumbs up and subscribe. See you in 2 weeks' time.